can see you.
Hi, how you doing?
Success. Success.
Yes,
I'm doing
congratulations.
good. I was a little thrown off. A little thrown off by what just happened, but I'm good. I'm good. How y'all doing? I'm Slay Mice. Nice to meet you.
Slay. All right, so Slay Myers. All right, how you doing?
And my dog.
So we heard that you got the lovely voice, and we want to hear about your backstory and about how you started, and whatever else you have to offer as far as talents.
All right. All right. So I am a singer. Um, I've always been into the arts. I guess I started into the arts when I was like younger. I was into like acting at first and all of that stuff. I used to watch soap operas like crazy. I used to collect soap opera digest, and I used to go to acting school. Like I remember when I was like 8, my mom put me at like Barbizon. I didn't ask her; she just put me into Barbizon. She was just like, you got a lot of energy. I need you to put your energy into something. I even remember my very first play when I was like 5 in kindergarten, and I was a bird. And I remember they put the beak, they made it out of like paper mache and glue. And even now, I remember feeling how cold it was on my face and how it smelled. Um, I've always been a creative, but it wasn't until I was like 14. I was just randomly listening to All Hail to the Queen, Mariah Carey, one of the vocal divas.
Okay.
And this is literally how it happened, y'all. This sounds like a movie. I was just vibing to the radio with my friend, having a good time. And he was just like looking at me weird. And I was just like looking at him weird because I thought he was going to try to play me and shit. So I was like, what? He was like, I don't know. I mean, heard this from you before, but you sound like kind of nice. And I was just like, really? Because at that point, I was just like, I'm an actress, I'm a thespian, drama. So um, even then, I remember in the bathroom when you went in there, it sounded totally different. So I went to the bathroom and I remember like singing out loud to myself, and I was just like, that's crazy. What the fuck? But I'm gonna keep it a bean though. I do remember when I was like 12, 11, I used to collect like, remember now 8 CDs, now 11, now 20.
True.
So had I had the now 8 CD, and it had Aaliyah, it had Jessica
Yep.
Simpson.
Yeah.
Who else did it have on there? It had Britney Spears. Like I remember I had a CD player, and I used to like listen to certain songs, like, and I used to just like, I didn't know, I was just singing, I couldn't hear myself, but I remember, I guess that was the beginning. I started to like vibe, and then fast forward, my friend was just like, and I sung to myself, and I was just like, but more so, I just remember feeling real different in here, because remember, I've been doing all this other stuff already. I've been acting, modeling and stuff, but for some reason, this music thing was like this. I felt like, I was like, you know, I think I still do want to be an actress, but that can wait.
Yeah, you got the passion for this.
The consistency.
I was like, And not only that, it was just, even now, like, I couldn't see myself like going to like acting auditions and stuff, but I could see myself like immersing in this music. And it's not to say that I wouldn't do it later,
Yeah.
but when I die and when people talk about me later on, I want to be known as a singer. The nucleus of what I do is a singer. So from it's like God was guiding me. I'm a big believer, by the way, y'all. Like I'm real spiritual with it. Like
Matthew
I feel
24.
like God sometimes, yeah, I think of him as like my really good bestie, because he has all your good, like, interest and heart. So from there, it's almost like he was like guiding me. I started listening to like Whitney, Mariah, and I was obsessed with Mariah Carey. I collected all her albums from like Vision of Love to present day, because I was just so like floored by this voice. And I just remember being like, I had these big ass like radios with the big ass speakers, and I used to just like play the CDs and just rewind to the point they used to get scratched up because I was trying to listen because I had no like I didn't have any musical training. I didn't have any like I'm not even a technically trained singer. Like I don't even know. I just recently learned how to count bars.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
fine.
you just got raw talent.
Yeah, I took piano lessons briefly when I was like 21, and I stopped because I like having long nails. But I think I'm gonna pick that up because I remember like my teacher kept trying to get me to like read the music, and I remember I learned how to read music. But as far as like I've never had a vocal teacher. I think the closest thing I came to having that was listening to the greats: Mariah, Whitney, Christina, Kelly Clarkson, Aretha, Celine Dion, like singers.
Oh yeah.
And then from there, I just started like, you know, like everybody, the YouTube days, just collecting beats and doing shit all illegal. And I don't want to learn the business. I just want to sing and all this extra stuff.
Right.
And then I got burned a couple times because I thought it was sweet. I thought, hey, I'm just gonna be singing, and it's that simple. And I was just like, oh shit, this is a whole dirty ass playground. What? Okay. So I had my ups and downs, but I would say like the last like 5 years, it's been a crazy 5 years. I left my mom's house for the first time and I went on my own. I moved like an hour away from home. And all the friends that I thought was like my friends since I was like a child, I used to talk to them about like when I get on, I want you to be my stylist. I want you to do this and do that. And then soon as stuff started to like move just a little bit, stuff started getting shaky. And I was just like, what the heck is this? So I felt like I had to just dip off real quick. And then not only that, I made the decision. I was just like, all right, I'm really going to do this for real because I got so much music out there. I got on SoundCloud and now we're official now with the iTunes and everything. But the early years, if you want to hear early years of Slay Myers, you need to go to SoundCloud because I thought SoundCloud was basically iTunes.
Yeah, for real. So you learn the business side.
Okay. So now, you know, we official, everything's whatever. That's how we met Mr. Heston, et cetera, et cetera. So I remember 5 years ago, that's when I made the decision. I was just like, because I did American Idol, I did Apollo, I did all of that, and I never got in. They kept rejecting me. And I was like, of course they're going to reject you. You have no clue who you are. You don't know your voice yet, and you're just not ready. I didn't know that at the time. We never do at the time. You never know that you're not ready. You just mad and you just in your feelings, but you don't know that God knows that you're stupid right now, and you don't know you're gonna fumble because you don't even know what a gem you are. So I need you to go through like a glow up real quick, a glow up. I need you to first of all, I need you to leave your mama house. I need you to go to school briefly to get something that you can live out here. Don't make it too long. Don't accumulate no debt. I need you to live in this apartment, and I need you to not be too friendly with all these strangers around here because you're a girl, okay?
Right.
So protect yourself.
True.
I need you to start going back to school musically. And that I did. I watched hours and countless videos of like YouTube videos of like established like industry people and et cetera, et cetera. I started to learn like key things like your brand, your niche. I'm like, what the fuck is a brand? What the fuck is a niche? Right. I'm like, oh, you're not whack. You just don't know how to market yourself. Of course, the same 5 people on your Instagram that keep seeing you are going to tap out at some point. They don't care. You need the rest of the world to see.
Exactly.
That's it. So I was like, oh, then it started to hit me. Then I was just like, all right, cool. I know exactly who and what I am as an artist because not only did I discover that I could sing, I discovered that I could write as well. And not only did I write, I was writing stuff that was like uplifting, like positive stuff like I needed to hear. I don't know. I guess my first song I wrote was like something called Go Getter. Go get her, go get her, go get her, don't let go. And I was just like, where the fuck? And I was just like, And I always make jokes. I'm like, I think I got an old lady inside of me or something. I don't know.
Probably.
That's been through things, and I'm just like this young spirit. But I was like, all right, cool. I know who I am as an artist. I know what I'm here to represent, and not only do I know, I feel confident in it because I'm like, I came to the conclusion. I'm like, you know, enough people have said this where you can like believe this now because you're not paying anyone. You dope. And not only are you dope, right. I was like, you have something to offer, and it's not like you're just like, and we're not shading anyone. It's not like you're out here like busting it wide open and here I am and shake it. You're just you.
Yeah, it's naturally you.
So, and it felt so comfortable, and I was just like, that's not to say the journey's gonna be easy, but that part of it was just like, all right, well, I know how to move out here.
Yeah.
And I became like my own like I just went in like within the last 5 years. I dropped so much music because I felt like, man, I wasted so much time with all these wrong people and hoping someone would save me. And I'm like, at the end of the day, all of us have to save ourselves in whatever situation you in. You got to save yourself at the end of the day. And that's not to say people are not important, but you, even if you married and you got a wife right now, I don't know if y'all married girlfriends or whatever, you and her are separate people.
True.
Facts.
True.
She might go off and have a bad day, and that's her personal day. You went off, you had a good day, that's your personal shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all have our own personal goals and destinies and things that God has ordained for us. He just happened to brought y'all together, but y'all two different people. Even twins.
Facts.
Even twins are different in energy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, you really gotta like be prepared to just like be fearless and save yourself. And not only that, hold yourself accountable, because me not wanting to learn about the industry, I had to like realize that's just a low-key laziness.
Yep.
Because you got to understand, like, it's a whole plate of food. You can't eat around the shit. You got to eat all of it.
Right.
So I was just like, okay. And not only that, I started to get excited learning about the business, because I was just like, so basically I'm learning how to, what I have to offer in this sea of talent that's out here.
Yep.
And I created all this music, and that's another thing too. I was like, okay, you can make a lot of things happen if you're not afraid to spend some money on yourself.
Yeah.
Because you could be sitting there, I wish this, I hope that, I wish this. Well, why are you wishing? Pay somebody to shoot a video and put out your idea. Shout out to my music, my videographer, Late Bloomer Cinema, who I've been working with for the past, like, 4 years? I don't even know where the time be going, dude. I just wake up and be like, oh, we at Wednesday? All right, cool. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'll be like, all right. Shout out to my videographer, Late Bloomer Cinema, who always takes my crazy ideas. They call him the silent assassin because he's very quiet and low key. But when he presents to you what he did, it's like, but you didn't look like he was about to do all of that. You know?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And I'm just so happy. And not only that, he's, especially being a girl in this industry, he's so like cool and chill and, you know, not disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. So it's like, I love it. Shout out to him.
It's always important to have a good team around you, you know, and that's one of the biggest things, the people around you, you know, and that help influence the direction where you're going.
Right. And I think another thing too, people got to understand, like, a team doesn't mean, because another thing, artists, we overthink. I know I overthink. And it's like things just started to make sense to me. It just all fell into place. And I was like, I guess I was supposed to understand it now, because I've had people telling me this for years, but for some reason it just seemed overwhelming. Like I couldn't take all this in right now. And it's not overwhelming. It's just, you know, you have stuff to do and you just are, I don't know, tripping right now. But I just went to school and I went to work. I started recording music, videos, and just like writing my heart out. I had an EP that I dropped in 2020 called Expose, because it was such a crazy time in my life. I was like, oh, I was learning so many lessons. I'm like, that's what they mean when they say it's lonely at the top.
True.
They only like you because they thought you was a bum. They thought you wasn't gonna do that shit for real, but now you surprised everybody. They don't like you. They don't like you, little black girl. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, little black child with the kinky hair? How dare you? But anyway, yeah, it was so many. That's why I called it expose. I was exposing everything that I was learning at the time and all of my feelings of anger and just like feeling like unloved. I developed this like complex where I was always like, I always felt like people didn't like me, and I was just like, girl, you got issues, but it's all right. That shit didn't come out of nowhere. You were around a lot of weird shit that kind of messed you up a little bit, so it's okay. You're leaving that shit now. But yeah, and so Expose came out. That was an 8-song EP. I had so much to say that I recorded 8 songs in one day. I'll never do it again.
So what was your inspiration behind that project? What was the inspiration behind that EP?
It's called Expose.
Expose. Okay.
Yes, it's on all platforms, y'all. I had a single on there called Winner. That's one of my highest streamed songs. Then after that, I dropped a few singles. I dropped a single called Vibe. It's My Time, Black Excellence. Presently, I have a new single that's about to drop now. Actually in like 2 weeks, called Hawaiian Rolls. Ask me what Hawaiian Rolls is about.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. You know what I mean. When you realize, like, when you actually break out that bubble and realize, wait, I could really do everything and really have what I want.
Yes,
you can.
It's like you running, trying to beat time. It's like you can't run fast. I'm out of breath. I don't care. And then not only that, you realize how short life is, and you realize just how not promised this shit is, and you realize, like, when you're anointed like that, you know, there's eyes on you, and it's not always good eyes. So you really gotta like duck and dodge and shit and make it through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because your purpose is bigger than you. It's like God literally like chose certain people to do certain shit, I guess, for whatever reason. And you don't even matter. You're just a suit of meat that God thought was dope enough to carry this gift. And it's like, well, I don't know why you think that, but all right.
Right.
I don't know why you think that.
I'm a special piece of meat, I guess. What the hell?
Like it does not even, and that's another thing. Like people get carried away with shit and just start getting all like big in the head, and it's just like, it's not even about you.
Yeah, you gotta humble yourself.
It's not even about you. You're just here to do a job, and that's it.
It's bigger than that.
So Hawaiian Rolls is dropping July 29th, this year, of course, of this month. And Hawaiian Rolls, that song was written like a year ago, and everybody's probably gonna think like, what the hell is Slay talking about? Oh, it's featuring Zoji. Shout out to Zoji, all the way in Austin, Texas. Produced by my brother from another mother, all the way in France, Mo Rise Beats. That's my little team right there. And Hawaii, we were just chilling one day, vibing, chiefing, and eating Hawaiian rolls randomly. And then he was like, we should write a song about Hawaiian rolls. And I was like, I think so too. And then he started doing his thing, and I was just like, all right. I wrote my part literally like weeks ago, because I was like playing around with it, but I was just like, let's just have some fun. So basically, Hawaiian rolls is about, because you know, sweet Hawaiian rolls, they're tasty, they're sweet. So basically, we're comparing life to Hawaiian rolls, how sweet it is.
Okay.
Or how sweet it can be. You know, it's not perfect or nothing, but especially now that we're actually doing our dream, and you know, we're doing our thing, and we're building some sort of a name for ourselves, and it's actually working. So it's like, life's pretty sweet, you know. When my mom was my age, she had 2 kids already, struggling single mom, and I was just like, well, life's pretty sweet. You're actually doing your dream.
True.
You kind of broke a cycle there. You know? So July 29th, my name is Slay Maestro. Y'all need to check out the page. I've been promoting like crazy, but that's the latest single we got coming out. And the type of, I wanted to let y'all know that I make music for the good vibes, to inspire, to uplift, to make you feel nostalgic. Remember I told you about that old lady inside of me? Yeah. I want to bring back feel good. I want to bring back like wonderment. I want people to like embrace their inner babies again. Like I embrace my inner baby to the fullest. You see my heart earrings and my little curls. Yeah. I want people to embrace their inner babies, and you know, I want to raise the vibes and you know just drop good vibes on the people with the music. That's all.
That's good. Sounds
So
like you got that high
yeah,
frequency type of energy, you know.
I'll be trying, man. Some
No, you're
days,
not trying.
some
You're
days
doing
it's higher
it.
than the
You're
other.
doing it. No trying. No self-doubt words. You're doing it. You're doing the
No,
damn
I'm
thing.
being real. I'm being real because I'm a girl. So some days I'm a little
So,
more moody,
when
and I'm
did you
just
write your
like, but
first
still.
song? When did you write your first song? Like ever in life?
I was like, what, 15, 14?
Okay.
Because remember, I found out and then I started going nuts.
Yeah,
I
you
was like,
start going
just out of
crazy.
nowhere, pen to paper. So, yeah, I guess I feel like it was younger than that because I used to just write random, at the time I thought it was poetry, but it was technically music. Random shit. Like, I remember being in like, what, 8th grade, 7th grade, and writing like stuff about like addicted and just crazy stuff. And I'm just like, you in your bag, girl, you crazy.
Right.
But yeah, I've been a creator for a while. Way before I knew how to sing, I was writing music. Before I knew I was writing music. So
What's some of
I would say
your
like
goals?
maybe my goals.
As far as music.
Ooh, my goals with the music, I want to make a splash. I want to be kind of like a Lauryn Hill and a Sade. You know,
Two of
you know
my
how
favorite
Lauryn Hill got
artists.
that one album. You know how Lauryn Hill got that one album,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, and it
she
solidified.
just
Took her whole career.
That's the vibe I could definitely see myself on. I definitely want a gold record. I want a platinum record. I want a Grammy the right way. I want recognition. I want to all the people that look like me or grew up thinking like how I was, to show them like we've been lit. They just been hating all this time. Come on.
Word.
Come on and get your blessings. Come and get your blessings, okay? So definitely want a gold record. I want a platinum record. I want to collab with some people because there's some special
That's what I
people
want to ask
in this generation.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What's some of the artists? What's like 5 artists?
Hold on. Because I got a real powerful tongue. Let's go.
So what's 5 artists that you want to collab with, you know?
Okay. Victoria Monet, Chris Brown, Melanie Fiona, Alicia Keys, Silk Sonic.
Okay. Now, I'm going to throw a bonus one in there for you. Now, what's one person that's no longer here with us that you would want to have done a collaboration with?
Definitely Prince and Michael. That shit, I think that would be ridiculous. Oh my God. Definitely Prince and Michael. If you think I'm lying about Prince, check it out. Check the ink. Check the ink. Check the ink.
Okay.
The little, I just talked about him today at Federal Donuts. The little man with heels had me in a chokehold for a while because I just could not understand, like, what was I looking at? I was just like, what are you? Who are you? Like, where did you come from? But Prince had a presence all on his own. Remember, he was like, when you play me, if you think you're playing me, you're playing yourself. We love Prince, okay? Definitely Prince and Michael. Who's not here? Amy Winehouse.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
That's powerful.
So it seems like I'm gonna have to go through like just a whole playlist of cleaning up the house, just let your music rock, you know, for the day.
Go nuts, man, go nuts. It's gonna make you. You gonna clean that whole house. You gonna clean that whole house. You gonna be like, you know what? The basement's a little dusty.
Ha, ha.
You gonna clean that whole crib. But I don't know. I have this thing with like I love old music. Like a lot of my playlist is like one of my favorite songs is Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison. Return of the Mac. Like, yo, that melody is timeless. I don't care what nobody says. That melody is, if that song today, it would still be a hit.
Word.